I guess it is him.
Because he is kind of good too. Like he is actually like can play.
You know, and Apex, despite them, I think like just having extended his contract at some point last year.
I heard he was 600K. So I heard he was still very expensive.
$600,000.
So
Oh, you could buy a house.
yeah, a half a house in Toronto. And you could buy a bathroom in Toronto.
600,000. Why'd it get so quiet in here all of a sudden?
Yeah, so quiet, so awkward.
Jesus. Somebody make some noises.
Any DJs?
Where's Heavy God when you need him?
Heavy God.
I can't believe he was just what a fun guy. Can't wait to see more of him.
So quiet, so painfully quiet right now.
Thank God somebody did something. Oh, could hear myself think for a second.
Yeah, let the demons in.
Knock, knock. It's quiet again. They got the flank coming from Nerds, but they are also keeping eyes on it. Ooh, Crimbo got the gush too. Through the gap of that box in the wall, that's tight. Nice shot from Crimbo.
Sent him back from whence he came, but this is 20 seconds, boys.
Give me a Crimbo.
They were mad at VP for going slow. They learned everything from him. Though.
I know. They were literally slow in the same map.
15 seconds.
You do need a little bit of time to plant that bomb. Ooh, taps it. Okay. Plant.
Oh my God.
Woof. Jeesh. We are playing with fire.
Oh, both of them in the Academy League, so it's not like they won't get better, but
I mean, also just think of that, like all the Academy League stuff that Big invested in them with. You think about all the blast circuits that Big gets the privilege of playing as a partner team. Compare them to, say, Virtus Pro. Virtus Pro show up for their first blast groups in history, and they are now sitting in the group final. You know, Sin and Process have been exposed to the experience of Tier 1 LAN. Time to step up. Or step out. Kicksan's gonna feel the pressure of this, but he just straight up bests Crimbo in a duel. Shuffles into CT spawn. Tabson just gonna continue this walk along the wall. And Kicksan swings on him. Nicely done, Kicksan. 2 kills, separate engagements, both on his terms. And he still has 46 health to work with. We get Shush crouching behind wood wall, looking to lock in what Kicksan has kicked off. Nertz not too concerned with the ramp push just yet, but Montu can hold. Waiting for his mid player to come through on the split. There's 2 CTs on the site.
Kicksan just leaning in more is good. There's one at quad, and that's Nertz.
And that's going to win the round.
That's a free timing for him.
Sir. That's bomb out of it. Even with Sin's 1 kill towards middle, nothing else he can do. So Kicksan starts it off, and the B defenders lock it in.
There were some people surprised that Nerds wasn't playing better yesterday, and like everyone's on a really new team, so it's like I think it's totally fine for now that they don't. I don't think any of them would be like take criticism too hard. I don't know. Haven't thought about it. Doesn't keep me up at night, but that is interesting.
Is it?
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I realize that. Sorry, everyone. Let's get back on track. Hey, this looks like a Virtus Pro buy. Except it's all the money they've got. Big trades just haven't really been there, to be honest. Even last round. Single deaths, one after another. 4 in a row. None of them had trade potential. So we'll see what the tethering looks like. In a very critical round for this T-side early. Your 3-0 lead is on the line. Nikadaw's ready for him.
Damage.
Whoa. Or Tess. Yeah, I feel like Nikadaws didn't quite realize how many were there. So Tess didn't get the memo. Peeks into 4, hits the ground. That could be a gun picked up for one of the 2 rifles. Again, they're going to work with the entire clock.
Maybe they really can Virtus Pro, though.
Down to 30 seconds.
This is such a Virtus Pro.
But Shush has this deep position on B, dude, and this is the kind of position that can rock your world. Shush hears him coming. First frag, easy. Second, and potential on the third because it's just the Desert Eagle. A USP in hand, just burning time, and he closes. Shush almost started running forward Legion in his new role as an in-game leader. Not that I want to take him from Gamer Legion. Not that I want to cut Glaive, but I'm just saying if we need a new 2024 Polish powerhouse.
So they would have sold JL, Imma, Kixan, and then Snacks.
Yeah.
In the same year. Cashing out.
Just saying, if you need to do it, if you had to do it, you could.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how we can just talk about Snack as just like a very good player right now and not someone who's like, he's kind of like a washed up, pretty good, like veteran player who could like bring something. No, he's like really,
he's good.
Really good.
Sin's got the trade going. Or rather, gets going to the trade. But again, it's a separate individual fight from Big where there's no trade potential. They're going to walk around short side, no trade potential. Peek off of Crane from Tesses in the middle of it just makes this job even harder for Big. And Tabson looking for a thread to pull on, but they've fallen back into the more comfortable positions. There's enough utility for them to do as they have been, which is like this late exec onto the A site, just going for the plant, playing down to the last 10 seconds, but it's not like they've got the numbers advantage nor the health advantage. So there will most certainly be a defense in place to deal with this. And Nikadaz shaves Montu off the play. 4 versus 2, Crimbo and Tabson, the pieces you want in a clutch, but not with the time that they would hope for. Tabson trying to chase down the player on site, banking on his teammates. Sure enough, Tabson brings one down, but it's 5 in a row here for Heroic.
A bit more frustration now from Big. I think this is
Tabson trying to light a fire under them. Whoa, nicely done. The pace on this one's aggressive. And that's an M4 for Prosis. So just taking the A ramp by storm off of a flash into Tech 9, and now Big are going to go back down into the...
Yeah, they have a timing to go B because they have sandbag clear.
Yeah, back into the dungeon.
It'll take at least 15 seconds before the CTs are brave enough to go back for a short re-clear unless they stack blindly. So Big are just going to take this timing. And they have nades to set up as well. Oh my god, the CTs are, I think, privy to this game plan and are pre-moving without clearing this out.
And Shush was very good for the hold last time around. Kixan's trying to set up a flash for him to hold top stairs, but it comes out a little early, and then Prosis, boosted in middle, manages to take another player out of this round. Nikadaz, missed shot. Tabson tries to move past into CT. There are layers as they go back. Nikadaz, though, cuts off one end, and here's this scramble. He's going to jump onto the CT ledge? No. Peak door? Maybe. Utility comes over top.
Oh, that's for the plant.
This frag grenade's going to be destined for Montu as he tries to punch in the digits. Nertz. Oh, wow.
That's a spam.
Through
He got
box. Nikadaz, that's 3 kills on the round. Keeping them in this as Big had a 5v3. But he'll still die to Crimbo. Nice Tech 9 peek on the side of it. Nertz looking for his with 7 health. It is not an ideal round for Heroic.
They know it's not short in just a second, and then... But they're floating right now. Oh, another Tech 9 shot.
Killer. Shush tries to charge headstrong forward now. He's got the kit on him, but time is of the essence. And it is beautiful positioning from Montu to wrap around and close it. Big with lesser weapons, just pistols, finish off that. What do you mean? I thought they...
No. They're not released.
Oh, my... Forget you heard anything. But just don't make plans for next weekend, if you know what I'm saying. Choo-choo. I love how the CSGO Twitter tweeting NT is like grounds to believe that this next update's gonna be huge. Oh man, we're all so desperate. Here comes the hit for Shush. And he's got a teammate to work with. Nertz just had a vision. A slight second of vision. And he sprays Sin out of the round. Damage has been done here to Big, but Moses, nice press along green. Nikadaz picks up the slack. Montu's got him slain. They know Nerds is there. Third one could be found as well, but the grenade is fantastic. And you push Crimbo into a clutch. I said he hasn't had as much impact as we'd like to see, but these are Crimbo's sorts of moments.
Definitely. With this time. The thing is, they know where he's coming from.
But as time goes on, the uncertainty creeps into the brains of Heroic. And this is where Crimbo can thrive.
Oh, he's missed the timing. Like, surely just get shot on the side here. TSS, yeah, I mean, he hunted for him. He was right that he was there, but couldn't. Been very, very impressive. And, you know, he might not be like a Monacy tier or something, but like in the next few years, we'll have to see how good he can get.
Unfortunately, he does fall into the same boat as Tapson at the moment, where statistically the last month has been so far worse than his last 3 months. You know, like there was a real forward momentum looking for Big at
What went wrong? What was the Starbucks?
The closed RMR qualifier.
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know. I mean,
where'd they go on vacation?
I think
that has to be.
Yeah, that's it. Like there's always a team somewhere out there that after the break has like a substantial uptick or downturn. And you never know if it's like, well, did you take a little too much time off? Did you not take enough time off?
Catch 22.
It's hard to know. But it feels like any break from the momentum that they have rolling forward here, Heroic. It's a ladder lurk that just finds himself in the middle of it all. But it doesn't really answer his question. You got a B player, you got someone shooting you from T-spawn, a B step, and another guy A. So Big had options open, but Heroic still find themselves stacked up on the right bomb site. They'll swing out and almost get the job done. Nikados has gotten to the cover. A Deagle shot will end Process. And Process, the time is going to force him forward here. Shush is running over as quick as he can, but Nikadaz's Deagle draws the line in the sand. And that's all we've got for this one. Heroics defense. No promises ever.
No promises ever. I have to burp. So I'm just...
That's okay.
I was going to say something. No promises ever. I forgot what I was going to say. But I will say, in place of that, both of these teams will have trouble getting out of this group in this form.
Yeah, it feels like Cloud9 waiting in the wings for the winner of this one. You can take a crack at Cloud9. They're not perfect, but they're still pretty good. Smoke grenade for Elevator. Ooh, they're gonna flash through and push in before the Elevator smoke pops. That was pretty crazy. Both the players that push go down, but they at least peel a player off. And you've taken Tapson out of the round. Tapson, who had a very hot start. 4 kills in the pistol round for Tapson, 9 kills in the half. Now Shush can lean back with his. Ooh, Crimbo though.
Didn't even peek yet.
Pinnacle. He's got the kit. He could stick it. 5 seconds. He's going to stick it down to the last second. Crimbo's going to stick it.
That's it.
Just robs them with the kit. Nobody peeked behind it. Crimbo.
Own a pixel.
Own a pixel. Madrilla.
Barcelona.
Go through it, TSS. I dare you. Yeah, Brosis kind of welcoming that, but luckily Montu here to pick up a little slack. Still, T's could keep these counter-terrorists locked in. You know there's one falling back from short. You knew you had a guy on sandbags. Brosis didn't know, but he just invited the vampires through the front door. Because vampires can't enter a building unless they get invited.
Invited, yeah.
They must be hosted.
I actually knew that because I watched True Blood. Which I'm actually not sure if that was a rule in True Blood, but I knew that from somewhere.
Twilight, maybe?
Never watched that.
That's what they all say. Team Edward.
Dead silence. Across the server.
Tabson, come on now. Nikodos is watching this. They're going to swing on him, but the trade's good. Nicely done from Kicksand. Smokes up as well, so you'd think they could cross, but a little stray spray from Crimbo, and suddenly Nertz is dead. Ooh, nice molly. Very nice. Zones Nikodos straight into Sin. They're worried about the mid flank. Not a problem, though. The issue here for Heroic is Nertz only has 3 health.
But he's thinking skinny here on the sandbags, and there's no nades to flush him out.
They're coming for Kicksand. He pops up, takes a bunch of damage, but he's done a good job of staying low.
He was too close.
He's kept himself down. Oh, but as he goes peeking out to get a little info, Crimbo keeps it covered, and Big will keep this even.
Okay.
7 rounds apiece.
Competitive.
$100 Ladies is also an excellent vintage slot machine, for the record.
Nobody asked.
It's Ladybugs.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Exactly. Ooh.
Does it open up like suicide doors, like their wings?
No, that'd be sick, though. Yeah. That'd be sick. No, it's vintage. It doesn't have one of those, like, cool new age expansions, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
The games have just gotten better. 3 players up there. Yeah, TessS ain't falling for your shenanigans. Almost got the wall bang in, too. Tabson, he'll take 20 damage from that. Meanwhile, Shush is looking to peel somebody off B. Sees Montu, but that could make him fall victim to Sin. Sin 8, out from quad with 2. Nikodos still gets the site open with the bomb plant guaranteed. Never mind. Molotov on site. Nikodos has to back up. And the CTs feel like they can press out. They try to take the fight to him. Good trade from Tabson. We've got a 1v2. That's all he's got left to get through.
Oh, man. Tabson's got the right idea.
Yep. Made the right play.
Even if he comes back to just check this normally, he's got an advantage on this fight.
TessS looking the wrong direction.
He's thinking about it. He should be thinking about it, though. Oh, my God. Yeah.
TessS is eventually going to figure this out. He's going to turn back around. Tabson, that's 2 kills deep. Kicksand on bomb.
Oh, he's not swinging.
And Tabson comes through regardless. A 1v3 clutch from the leader.
Okay. Yeah, well, he was put himself in really good spots and found those timings. It looked like he got fortunate with the one that went up into window, but he created that opportunity just by getting out to that side. I thought for sure, I mean, he thought Kickdown was fake.
I used all my best stuff in the first best of 3.
The Connor. You're the Connor.
Yep. Damn, huh? Sandbags right away. Better hope that Process can help you hold this. Tabson's locking in early. Oh, TessS. How dare they? Putting all this pressure on Tabson, pelting him with utility. He's hoping for a flash or something. That was a T-nade that opened their own smoke as it missed the sandbags, but still Tabson can't get anything, so they're down by 2.
Oh, good opportunity for Montu.
Great chance here. Catches one, not ready. Nertz is on 14 health. TessS half HP. But Sin's trying to use Shush's angle against him. TessS has been a bit of a beast throughout this first map.
If it works, we know why he uses it. Oh, but he comes to test it really quickly. Oh, late smoke.
Yep.
It's 50 seconds, so they could.
A nade. Popped open, and still he gets one. With some damage on Shush as well. Let's see if Crimbo can go big. Sure enough, catches the front runner. 35 seconds with a molly burning in front of them. They see Crimbo and Mont. They can just run back, right?
Yeah, the CTs are actually a little slow here. They needed to be a bit faster, so there's a chance that this goes wrong.
We've got 2 smokes as well for Heroic.
Oh, no. They don't hear him anymore.
They're not sure.
Oh, that's so awkward. Or they're worried. They're worried that it's a one-person fake.
But that bomb plant's going to confirm their worst nightmare. They didn't get into sight fast enough to contest this, nor to stop Kicksand from crossing over. They'll have short in their back pocket here for the post plant. We just saw Big
have the retake nades.
We just saw them walk away and save.
They're gonna dive this with the retake nades 100%, right? Here's Crimbo throwing his molly.
They put it on sandbags, not short. Smoke grenade still in hand. They're going to put that on top of the bomb. Montu found out. Kicksan. Nice close.
Damn. Sharp rifle and Kicksan. We just got together.
Yeah, right? They will have the Katowice play-in next week. But if that goes poorly, then they're not going to be at Kato. They're not going to be at the Major. They're not going to be at the Blast Spring Finals unless they run it back in the Showdown.
They're going to have some amazing strats when they start playing again. All that theory crafting.
But it's not over yet. We've seen big rounds from Tabson. We're going to need something else out of big. Three straight from this heroic T side is what's tied the game up. TeSS continues to lead this charge. Process, who's usually over towards short, is instead playing Crane. There's no short control for either team right now. Montu putting the op on it. Nikados just reads the positioning, blasts him away. Tabson double kills huge, but Montu, he has to be the difference maker. And Heroic know that they don't have eyes on short. Oh, nice flick. No commitment to the bomb plant.
They cancel it. They could have put that bomb down. That does make things a lot harder.
Scares Nerds.
Oh, no.
But Shush then reveals himself. It's a great bit of damage. Nerds survives on a single point of health. They're trying to push him.
What are they doing?
1 point of health. Sin thinks he can force the issue. Shush gets caught, and Montu gonna have to close this. Nerds, 1 health. And if Sin just jumped through a smoke, not doing 1 point of damage, Nerds, this would break big.
Oh, he's ready for some kind of re-aggro.
If Montu starts to think this is the B site and runs away, then maybe Nertz gets a freebie, but Nertz creeps back onto the site, ready and waiting,
no way.
And able to deliver a back-breaking.
Just committing through. Well, that's, I mean, it's been a series of tragedies here for Big, so at least they get something in their favor. Could very well get overtime now. Full strength buy on the final round of regulation. Could be everything in the series with how close they're playing.
Oh, you're not getting out.
Oh my God.
That nade just completely slows down Process, plus all the damage on Montu. We've seen some nice shots from him, but on 11 HP, still a frag grenade in Shush's back pocket. And if Nertz catches this push, if he gets these kills, it's over. But missed shot, that's a chance. A small margin for Big to work with. A follow-up volley of utility for the A site. They're just going to try to come in and plant a straight op shot. That is huge from Montu. Bomb down. And the edge in the hands of Big,
So
but a
much
retake
utility.
needed.
They know how to win this retake. They have the players to do it. They have an op in play, and they have time. They should win this round.
Should. 2 kits. A frag grenade on Kicksan, the only thing that Heroic have to hold off the retake with. They're still taking their sweet time, though. Here come the flashbangs. Nice wallbang damage. Remember, it's low HP on 3. A frag to go deep. Oh, it's on the money. Tabson taken out of the clutch. They're going to have to start to get desperate. A spam comes through. 2 dead. Sin's on it. So close. But no cigar. Heroic.
Over. After giving up that pretty big lead. I don't know if it'll feel better or worse in a regulation finish at this point. They just need to get the job done. Oh, 99 damage to Tabson.
And this goes back to those frustrating deaths he had to deal with versus VP. This last round, he's just chilling along the ramp smoke and gets spammed through. High pressure situation. Disappointments being piled on. And now frustrating deaths to deal with as well. Cannot lose composure. Needs to lead. Sin. Oh, it's a well-timed peek, but it's just not a fast frag, and Shush quick to the trigger. CT's in front of Green. Instant kill from Shush again. Entry pathing's hot. Not the first time he's just cracked open the site. A third, a fourth.
Whoa.
It is all Shush in OT, baby.
Quiet him down.
From 12 and 15 to 16. Just like that.
turning the B entry into an ace. He's been wanting to do this for so long now in this map. That's what I'm talking about with him taking over. There's actually a chance for him to complete this ace too.
Give it to him. Ah, okay.
He went for it though.
Gotta respect it. Setting him up. 4K.
How much of an emergency stack this was. They made a series of very good decisions in terms of who they could pick up, and they look confident. That's amazing, honestly.
I'd love to get their thoughts after this match, win or lose. Just trying to figure out, how much Saw feels like he has been able to contribute.
I mean, they said they didn't even play an official with him before this, I think. So there was something like that. Like, they didn't even have time to do that. Jesus.
Shush flashed in, but nothing. Good on Sin to dodge that flash. He's a step ahead of the pack. Now they're going to try to gun down Nertz, but Nertz on a hard hold. See what he can do. Flashbangs are on point. Kicksan along the wall. And there's 3 of them in sight here. Oh, Nertz. Oh, again, it's Tabson. It's Tabson on the receiving end of another cheesy death. How many more can a man stomach before he breaks? And Nertz just serving up a distraction so long that the smoke fades, and Kicksan comes through with his. Again, it is Nertz. 3 frags out of this solo hold. They lost Shush. This was a 5v4 from Big. Sin started it, and now he has to end it. Or else Heroic take map 1, robbing it away from Big and pushing us to Nuke. Sin trying to piece something together with 30 seconds, but all of Heroic waits. He is desperate to make them make a mistake, and there's one. Nertz goes swinging first. Suddenly, a little more palpable. He tries it again. No, but he's gonna bite. It's gonna have to be the swing, and while he does get his second, it's Heroic to close it. What I said earlier in that Big need this more, like our desk we're just putting, Heroic, you're not gonna get the same level without a little more time, so everybody who's a Heroic fan is willing to give them more time, but it feels like Big is really in a pressured situation to put forth results, and unfortunately 2024 has been nothing but what they want.
It's also not to their forte, I think, that they don't get any anti-strat on this kind of team,
Fair.
Maybe a tiny bit, I guess, but stuff is going to change so much week to week.
Yeah, we saw the way that they were dancing with Virtus Pro in comparison. They're going to have to minimize mistakes. Bomb plant in a 3 versus 5. Nikadaz and Shush. All 3, in fact, on the doorway. But as they push out to the top of the stairs, there's a lot of bodies in position. Shush, this would have to be an ace and a 1v4.
Imagine he did that.
Takes the fight towards single door. If he had killed Sin cleanly.
Lee Sin.
Rebooting. If he had killed Sin cleanly, then maybe we're talking about it. But this time, not going to happen. We got Big with a...
and Heroic, I mean, we just don't even... I don't really know what to say about Kicksan's philosophy on Nuke. There is going to be a lot that we learn about it, and there's going to be some Saw stuff, and there's going to be some Heroic foundation as well.
I'm actually very curious as time goes forward to see if whether Tesses and Shush can maintain some of Heroic's identity in Heroic, the same way that we kind of saw Jabby and Stown introduce a bit of Heroic in Australis already.
Yeah.
Right? We were praising some of their mid-round aggressions and whatnot. And if that duo could keep Cadian's identity, why can't this duo? Time will tell. But it doesn't start well here in the second, with Crimbo dying empty-handed. Backside player will catch him off, though. Nertz doesn't have the weapon for this job. Tabson's gun is empty, but he's got the sidearm for the 3-piece. And support now shows up in time. He's still swinging.
What?
He's on for the ace. Oh! An ace from Tabson and...
Getting hyped about that. That's great.
Not bad at all.
I mean, that's so nice. I mean, it is a second round win, but it's just so well handled.
They need every little win they can in order to create an avalanche of positivity that can somehow disrupt what's been a mudslide of poor results. Throwing a tornado for good measure.
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay.
Nice shot, but second player in main's going to make sure that one doesn't start to slip away. SS over towards red. He's got Shush to work with. We're looking at the remnants of Heroic in this 2v3. It's just nice to see Tabson playing well because I know for a fact he's going to have kind of beat himself up a little after playing as poorly as he did in the close qualifier.
Yeah.
You know, Tabson's somebody who no doubt holds himself to a very high standard as a leader, as a performer.
Yeah. When, oh, true. And Legia, I think.
I never forget a first date.
Casting grand finals.
Yeah, TriCast with Van Silly. I think Dust was there.
Legia caught a raccoon on his balcony.
Okay.
Yeah, because he kept seeing it every night, and then he built a box to trap it.
To do
one
what?
Night. Just wanted to see.
Just to assert dominance.
Closely.
Yeah.
You know, he like loved it, so that's what I heard. Gob told me that story.
The dominance of man. Ooh, clean one, Process. This is versus Guns as well.
Just following him with those bullets.
So off the flashbang, but Process is looking to do a Tabson here. Now he's got the USP out. Heroic sense that they have a little space to take down vents, and they're absolutely correct. They've got Crimbo working along the rafter. He'll be exposed to double door, and he doesn't win the gunfight. Tabson flanking in lobby, but Kicksands between them. Oh!
Kicksand, man.
No way.
Jesus.
Kicks their teeth in.
Yeah.
And that's man advantage off the back of it. This is, I can't believe my eyes.
That was a perfect play out of Squeaky. Both sides of vent to control and decon, keeping one in the lobby to lurk, and they all get their kills. That was ruthless.
I can't believe Kicksand turned it on Tabson like that.
Shout out Kicksand. He can play. We think he's a pretty good caller. We have a suspicion. Plus, he seems to be a pretty good player. He has some big moments.
I would actually love to get Cuban's perspective on Kicksand.
For sure, that would be good.
You know, that was the coach IGL combo that took Apex to the major semis.
That's true, and he was also known for the scouting. Cuban.
Yep.
So,
yeah, what about him?
that's all I got to say.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
I think the real test will be Heroic versus Cloud9.
You called it.
That is the match, of course.
You are calling it.
That's, ooh, yeah, ooh.
Oh, what was that?
An ump can't
Heroic
do that.
versus Cloud9.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Umps, they're not about that life. The MP9 4-bullet, that is just, it's one of the most powerful things that SMGs have to offer, and I don't understand why VP play 3 umps instead. So I had to get that off my chest.
I mean, they won.
Oh, I feel so much better. Yeah, but that ump spray from Fame on CT Cross was egregious. And I'm just...
What about James 2K on Divider?
Well, I don't...
Versus 2 AKs.
I'm trying to make a point.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, to each their own, I suppose. But you're wrong.
You would not say that to James' face.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't. You're right. I'm a schmuck.
I'm a spineless
I'm
loser.
a spineless, worthless caster. And he's a major MVP and champion. So maybe I should shut up.
I think it's like,
Well, if you're lucky, they didn't hear it.
uh-oh. Tab's a little bit worried about peeking that again. They can just...
Nice timing here from Sin.
Oh, Tabs died, though.
Process behind box. Big chance. Oh, they lined up. There's still a player backside.
Vent. Oh, they're going vent.
No way they get
the right thing to do. It's perfect. They have time. They have time.
Oh, and he's
got rare bomb animation.
Ooh.
It's meant to be.
On a sick rotate like that. I will say this. Like,
he's going back in vent. Shush is going to win this round, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so smart.
Insta headshot. The individual levels have been looking good from Heroic.
Oh, this is so smart. Look how much he's controlling space right now. This is the perfect 2v2. Wow, that is just beautiful. Man, you can't buy that. And look at Shush right there, right? Not only is he taking a risk, but he knows that you're not going to come flying down the ladder.
Yep.
What if someone's in vent? But he's not even watching the vent. He's not watching the ladder because he knows you're going to wait.
And now they have P90s.
Oh my God, they do.
Well, singular. And he gets Crimbo with it. Absent.
Did they think that this is a full buy? I don't think they did.
No.
Oh, well. They can't do math, but at least they're hot. You know what I mean?
You got good calls. Just buy a calculator. And you're dead.
Oh, come on. You got to hit that shot. He could have been running more forward.
Okay. Yeah, that was a little weird. Yeah, we're just sat here. Come to you. You go to them. Another weird half buy from Heroic. So the economy kind of started to dry up towards the tail end of this. Still 5 rounds. But a 2v4 sprinkled into that. Big will get to 7, but remember, it was a 3-0 start. Oh. Saw the smoke, pulls a nade out still.
Worked out.
Man, he has been just the thorn in their side outdoors. They have never gotten to secret for free. Not with Tabson on watch.
Oh, Matsu.
Shots. Oh. Crimbo's here at least. That'll catch them off guard. You see them jumping around thinking there couldn't be another. Queue up the 2v4 perhaps. Nertz clears top main. Tabson's down to 20 health. He could be an easy victim here for Nertz. And he swung out wide. Wow. Sure enough, Nertz gets dinked in the process, but he's done enough to set up either Tesses alone downstairs.
Oh my God, he got by. Dude, he's got good awareness right now. So low and still on the hunt.
Ooh, he's just dodging bullets.
Yeah, and he's scaring the life out of his opponent. Now he can still come back and join into mini.
Crimbo's
Bomb
coming
gets
out hut.
planted, and bomb can get defused, surely.
Yeah, Crimbo's got the kit. They're worried about main.
Oh my God.
But they're so worried about main, he's going to come up behind them. This would be a huge round from Nertz. This would be massive.
Oh, the volley
reload
goes into main.
He's got to get this defuse. He's got to stick it all the way. Crimbo, for a second time, will just defuse a bomb in front of Heroic.
You just need a win.
Yes.
And then for Heroic, it's being quietly impressed by them being so good with so little practice and such new players.
Yeah, even if they didn't win as many rounds as I think they had a chance in, it was just cool to see some pretty fluid calling coming out from Kixan.
I mean, they got 5 rounds on T-side Nuke. It's actually a very formidable half.
Yeah, after losing pistol and a 0-3 start.
True.
So definitely something to be proud of. But can they lock Big out of this one? Can they eliminate Big from spring groups in a 2-0? Prosis has other ideas. Kixan's come out from heaven. Nikadaz, how is he alive?
Kixan, baby.
The fact that nobody kills that vent, I mean, Big can't stomach one like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of misses from both sides. It just ended up favoring Heroic. Needed to kill Kixan.
Oof. I'm shocked that Nikadaz doesn't die by vent.
I know, yeah.
But he'll have to step it up with the AWP. As Nikadaz is coming for him. Tabson, more of the same, huh? He was just so good in the first half. Beautiful dink out of Crimbo.
Headshots.
Sets up Montu for the following deke shot. Montu also just hands on an M4, chucks the bomb down.
There's no rotation possible here. They're going in slow.
No kits. Do you save?
I don't know, honestly.
I think you save.
Oh?
No kit, man. I think you call it quits.
Yeah, true. Is there a kit on ramp? No.
Nope.
Oh, no one had a kit.
We didn't get to see Tabs, or yeah, no, okay. Tabson's Eagle outside. Didn't get to see it. Montu trade Crimbo's damage here on the big box.
Big box. It's actually kind of a critical save. It's a very fine buy for Heroic if they...
Ooh, money here to be had from Kixan. And what if he denies the M4 save? Yeah. Oh, this is big. Not massive.
Yeah, right.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's a little laser treatment, you know?
A little tie laser therapy.
Fix them wrinkles.
That's it. I mean, he does look young.
He is.
He's got the formula.
Rookie of the year. SSC is just a sliver of someone.
He said, get back.
Through his incendiary, through his smoke. But all he has to hold this off with is Berettas.
He just doesn't want them to come. He shouldn't even be trying to work in front of it.
Yeah, I mean. And honestly, Tesses is, he's like the opposite of Montu in that he's died every single round. Except for one.
Oh no, he's pulled the reverse Montu.
The reverse Montu.
Well, they did successfully dissuade them off going ramp. That's what they wanted to. Big are definitely a little scared right now. Like, well, That was the plan. That was the plan. And it's 45 seconds. They're back outside.
Every good plan has a backup, though.
It does. Usually, you try to do it with the time, right? With the time. 35. Lobby's being taken over.
Good kill from Tabson at a pretty critical point of the round.
But they're staying upper. It's a bait. Tessus wanted to die.
Oh, man. Box player gets one. Kixan, he's got 2 anchors, and he doesn't even need the second. Shush just sprays him down. It's just enough time to maybe make this happen, but Tabson knows better. His chance is so slim that he has to let this fizzle out and Heroic get 1 round closer.
That was good. They didn't over-rotate to anything. That felt like it was going to end downstairs. Tabson tried to sell a fake. Heroic said, no, that's silly. There's not enough.
Anders?
I'm just going to say yes to everybody.
Oh.
So.
The On Fire Collective.
Yes.
I feel like Nerds is kind of getting pieced up outside, dude. Twice to Tabson, this 3rd time.
You know what's not good, though? Big are always getting the opening kill. But they're not winning.
Really just a testament to the mid-round decision-making of Kixan and co. Crimbo thinks he can slide out. Tessus, it's a 1 and done. Would have loved to get a multi-frag from that spot. Do they dive vent? Are they allowed to?
Oh my god.
Process. He dies in main. The vent player is Tabson, but Sin didn't commit and instead fell back to lobby for a second.
Yeah.
Luckily, Tabson's still downstairs and mollied off the vent, so they know that nobody's in there just yet. He's expecting a secret wrap, and that is for sure what's coming. All of Heroic, in from secret, tons of utility. Let's see how good this retake can be for a new team. Tabson goes from 10 to 8. Just getting away from that nade. And there's a little pace here from Heroic, but a nice position from Sin should be good for at least 1, if not 2.
I think he should have started shooting, honestly.
He holds off and he loses Tabson.
Oh, no.
And now he hasn't gotten anything, but he doesn't even get the 1 kill. Kixan needs the window players to come out. Montu up close, sees the second shadow. Nikadaw's dealing damage, but everybody's low at this point, and the time is going to tick too quick. So even with a couple more frags, it's big to tie the game at 9 apiece.
Okay, yeah. Comes through in the end at the very least. And finally, the opening kill results in a round.
I mean, the most impactful outer play we've seen from the defense was Nikadaw's peeking secret stairs. So this round, Nikadaws takes his A4 out there. Early fight for Tessus, and he wins it. Kixan with an MP7. Through the smoke goes Montu. Bold play. And Tessus kind of stuck in here. They're going to chase him. Player drops down. He loses out. Montu, big double kill. Nikadaws again outer is nothing for Heroic to be proud of. And Shush dies out to the Galil. They have done it, seemingly. A 4v1 to close out this map, and they'll do so. But a win here would at least feel a little bit better. For the morale, for the clan. Nikadaws kicks it off with a 1-tap down through the eyes of Prosis. At this distance, it's a 1-tap massacre and a 4v5 for Big to try and deal with. Can Tabson keep it up? Top of the board for Big, 2 maps back-to-back, as consistent as Crimbo's shortcomings, unfortunately. A push out from A main. Love that. Crimbo, dual Berettas, gets his. Nikadaws actually catches Montu. Both those players could have fallen back, but a fadeaway shot from Nikadaws to even us 3v3, and that smoke will fade by 45 seconds. So options here for Heroic.
This will be a great potential map for Crimbo, right? Because he's actually an anchor that I look to on the A side of Anubis, and I think he's really stand out. So we've seen some anchors like Axel, for example, who looked a little one-dimensional in that spot, and I think Crimbo, there's something to be learned about the way he can play it. But off this push on the bridge, there is now actually a pretty gaping wound right now. They can walk into either site. The CTs are forced to rotate around, and that kill may have actually morphed the map in favor of Heroic, not just in terms of man advantage.
Nikadaws gets another. This spells disaster for Big in the start of the round. Oof. Second CT is going to stay committed. Sin actually hears him coming, but there is that smoke and the Molotov on Tessus, which you'd assume they'll throw towards Temple to make sure he can't run out. But no utility in front of the push. Tessus comes off the bomb plant. Smoke will give him a chance to exit. But that's both the pieces of utility gone. Big chance for Sin. Huge chance. Hits the headshot. No kit. Not little HP. He falls forward. Kixan just leaning deep through dark. Not one of these close corners where he could have been pre-fired. And luckily, of course, the bomb is planted in the front of the site. But Kixan makes some sound.
Ooh.
And he'll hit it. 1v1 goes the way of Kixan. Heroic pickup pistol.
Damn, they actually pulled that back. Is the hottest.
At the start. Just a good uptick in value here. I feel like a lot of players in this server looking to prove something. Heroic because they're a new project. Big because they need a frickin' win. And with how excited Big were getting as they mounted that comeback on Nuke, as badly as they wanted it, clearly on Vertigo, fighting tooth and nail for each of these rounds, you're gonna see it if this loss happens. It's gonna be a heavy loss for Big, I feel. If they lose. Gun rounds trying to turn it around. Crimbo made uncomfortable towards middle. That's going to be a bit less support for Tabson, who's already been smoked off. So there's a big question mark around the middle of the map for Big to deal with. Tessa's just looking to exist inside that problem. Nice.
Oh man, that could not have been any better.
Perfectly placed. And a follow-up smoke at 30 seconds. So suddenly this three-man push that's supposed to be coming in through dark.
You can still pop this though. That's the scary part, is you can still pop it. They've got to be careful about that.
They have a nade. Kixan throws it out, exactly what they're going to do. Process puts down the incendiary, and you can't do much about that. Nikadaw's forced to gun through it.
Oh, they got so much utility here.
Oh, this is huge, but Shush still comes out with just enough time.
Missed the molly.
Sin, he cleans up too. Missed shot from Kixan. Clean triple out of Sin. And just like that, Big on the board.
Well done, Sin, man. Washed him away. That was confused.
Nerds can't believe it, but I mean, Tabson did push middle earlier in the round and fought them, so
yeah.
shouldn't be that surprising.
Yeah, Tabson was worried that everyone knew.
Quick jump out from Kixan. Nah, Chief, get out. Not gonna happen. You're not running amok through this bomb site, taking over dark with just your Tech 9s. Your flying pistols can eat.
Cool. Anubis. Comfortable and consistent. Let's see.
They're close enough to pressure the off, and they just took his support out.
In jeopardy.
Yeah, not ideal here. 2 kills, easy for Heroic. Chance to reclaim something. Crimbo's concerned about the long push because of his presence shown on camera, and he's right. Shush is looking to make something of this. At least he's gotten ahead of it.
This will be a good litmus test. It's Shush. It's going to be his nemesis on this site.
He's going to get smoked off.
Yeah, it's tough when you're forced to play retake, so he comes in.
Manages to get back sight. Shush seeming wary of it, and sure enough, Crimbo chucked out of the round. There we go. They take some damage in the process, but it's an excellent opening from Heroic across the bridge. They had the op in a weird spot. They took his support out before they even took the fight versus the sniper.
Yeah.
And then Crimbo's peeled between both mid and A site, and Heroic have managed to leak through the cracks of the defense in round 9.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't like Big necessarily playing badly. It was a very good attack from Heroic, and they capitalize on a missed shot from Montu, right? He's up close to the op, so that means you've got to hit that shot more than ever, because everyone's going to be jumping on your body to try to protect you. And if you lack that space, now you've got a shotgun in a situation where you would have just played back. Well, of course, Heroic are going to storm mid and then go for some kind of split really quickly. You know there's no op in camera. You know there's no op holding baskets. There's just 2.
Yeah, this thing's covered in gunk. Don't think about it. Ooh!
Okay. He said, shout out to me.
If you didn't see his player camera, that's hilarious.
That was a
Because he got tagged as well, right?
Yeah.
Down to 20.
That was a tough shot. See ya, Shush. Don't have to deal with him later now.
Yep, that's funny. On the fallback. Thank you for your blessings. Crimbo gets back. There's a Bit of a hole in middle. Sin's coming over to plug it so that maybe Tabson and Crimbo can think about long A, because they're preoccupied with middle, but there's a chance that the heroic players just bombard out long.
Yeah, you got to be careful of posting up right now. Crimbo could die.
This is going to disrupt both the CTs, but he hits a collateral.
Ooh, okay.
Tagging Kixan in the background.
It's still space, though. It's still space.
They open up the smoke, and Tabson emerges, taking another player with him. Tess has good timing on the door peek.
They hear two rotators. They
This
know where
one's back
everyone is.
open. Sin caught in camera. Oh, they clear the board.
Christ.
2v4.
That was disgusting.
Can't really blame the second player for going for that peek into Nikadaz's op. Didn't want Tabson's death to be in vain. So it's Sin at the top of the board for Big. It's Crimbo with a marked improvement from the first two maps to the third. But Tabson's running out of juice. Process and Sin wide swing, get themselves 2 frags, and just like that, Big look to tie up the half. So again, kind of like VP versus Cloud9, we're going into the last half of this series with no idea who's going to win.
Oh my god. Wow.
Sin's got nothing to lose here.
Kixan is so good at peeking ops. Can I just say that's like one skill that he has?
Oof. Long player almost spams him down, but he'll have 36 health to work with. Nikadaz is going to have to come join him on dark.
This is where you play from. It's you can get peeked from all these different sides, but it actually gives you a chance to win, I'll tell you right now. Oh, that's a perfect.
But then the utility also comes out from Big. Kixan barely alive. Nikadaz, missed shot. Could have been something spectacular. Instead, it's the Big retake. And so we are tied up. 6 rounds each and a T side that lies ahead of Big and their first best of 3 win of the year. Can they put Heroic down? Close call. The other is eliminated and locked into the showdown to start their year. And nothing good happens at the showdown.
Nothing. One thing out of like 10 really terrible things usually.
So, dodge it.
Don't go there.
And get going here and now. Nertz looking to press out. Instant headshot.
Good tracking.
Got support as well. So Tesses comes down from the river. Ooh,
Jesus.
this is clean.
That's a statement round. I think T-side was a difficulty for them too, so this might have a pretty explosive finish because Big showed a great first half, but hopefully at some point.
Yep, Copenhagen Flames, Preezy.
Copenhagen Wolves.
Oh, this is fast, huh? Big, little to lose.
Very fast.
Send it.
Well.
Oh, get in there, bud.
Uh-oh.
Double kill from the Tech 9.
Things just got hairy. What a fast strat. That's a good one. Man, forcing him to. Okay.
God, that's such like an uptick of electricity if you're Big. The fact you pulled that off, that this worked.
What?
Of all the things, after getting bullied in the pistol round. That pistol round was non-existent. Big didn't even get to decide what to do.
Yeah.
They left their spawn and just got zapped by satellites. Done. They didn't even know what hit them.
You think they're going to do that to us someday?
If you keep asking questions.
Okay, I'll just...
I mean, the United Kingdom just tested its first laser air defense weapon like a week ago.
A week ago?
Yeah, it's used to shoot missiles.
The recliner.
Yeah.
That's the Stewie.
Shit.
A low.
All right, well, it makes things a little more interesting because it felt like Big were going to come in flat-footed. A rush like that will keep Heroic on their toes and keep their money in line as well.
Let's see this good default Big. Wide open bridge.
Kixan was just keeping an eye on it, but knows the presence is a little too close. Too close for comfort. The danger of an A split is very real, and I wouldn't be surprised if that actually forces Shush forward. It'd be Shush versus Crimbo, a fight that we kind of queued up as being an important tale of Anubis. But he's not alone. Shush has Kixan right here with him. Crimbo's got his bomb carrier coming soon enough. This is going to be a 3-2 split with emphasis on camera.
Nikodal is going to try to take care of camera. Yep. They're pushed up so he can take a shallower angle.
He doesn't have a Molotov, so he can't stop the camera split. Crimbo's corner position pays off.
Ooh,
oh, wonderfully.
There he is. There he is.
Now, Nikodal has gotten in. If he cuts the bomb off, now there's a problem to deal with. 12 seconds. They've got to go and get bomb. And Nikodal found inside of the smoke, so crisis averted. With a few seconds to spare.
That's all Crimbo.
Crimbo gets the back-to-back headshot, and Big will tie again.
Yeah, that's super sharp. They knew he was around there. It's still hard to stop. That's like the Rops way of holding that. But yeah, Crimbo is somebody who, yeah, on this map is like, it's one of his key positions, one of his key maps. So now they've exposed weakness on both sides of the map.
Not going to save, my friend. Not on Tabson's watch. Nerts 2 could fall.
Kixan as an IGL with this roster could have a breakout moment at any time. They don't know how he calls.
Big chance here for Nerts, looking for a highlight moment. Molotov flushes him in.
Who separated his trade as well.
Yeah,
so
perfect timing, really.
Oh, bad molly.
Could not have asked for a better Molotov from Nerts.
Everything's so critical right now. No free rounds at this point. Oh,
but
big find, man.
Yeah, free return frag. Did he have to push that?
No, he didn't. Where was Kixan off to? That was a full hold on the B site. Denied the trade, got some info. And like there was no distractions right there, so quite risky for Kixan. I like Nerds coming back to bridge though. Thing is, yeah, the split starts coming in.
SS is pulling out of the bomb site right before the execute's about to hit.
CT should be making another move here, but they're not. They're sitting and Tessus is alone, so...
That's the crazy part, right? Like, Kixan makes his move, loses mid-control, and then they stagnate so slowly that... Now there's a 4 versus 2 going down on this bomb site.
Well, they aren't coming in from E-box, though.
All along.
This actually gets dangerous just for the firing line.
Oh, 10 seconds. They've got to push in. I mean, it's a desperate push with bomb. Tabson dies.
Oh, my God.
Nerds hits the headshot, and they run out of time.
Guys.
What is this? What was that? Don't die.
Oh. Whether it's binary at this point.
Money is
It always
buns.
was, but you can feel it now. Money is in a terrible spot here for Heroic.
Oh, that's the round that could come back to give Big 12. Oh, but shush. Okay, they're gonna get back at it, right? We've seen them get frisky, we've seen them make moves, and yet again, and look at them go. They're just pushing around down lane. This is corralled Big into the opposite side of the map. Total loss of 1/2. What is that from Tabson?
Why, Tabson?
He just jumps through smoke again. Montu's gonna kill Kixan. Bomb plant comes back. Nerds clears the board. We're tied at 10.
Looking at? Why would you jump through that smoke again?
For the taking.
Okay.
Guns back in from Heroic. It's either 12 for Big.
We got a Mac 10 out.
Or we're tied again. Desert Eagle for Tesses, who has had a cold third map.
Oh, wow. The instant push. This could actually be a good idea. Actually, I don't know. Nerds might be tight on time right here, depending on how they approach.
Ooh, he's been spotted.
Now it gets
Honestly,
dangerous for him.
Just get out.
But he sees something important because they're wrapping around that way.
That's crazy.
So they have
Swinging
to change
on this?
their default.
Oh!
Wow, what a shot, Montu.
Okay.
A sliver.
Okay.
Oh, my. Wait, are they still going to go into the A site? There's 3 people here. They alerted them that it was going to be an A play. That's kind of what they were indicating.
So now we're getting weird. They're holding off. Smoke back sight. Crimbo and Montu. Montu emphasizing that off presence in these later rounds. It's damage on 2 of them. But it's Nertz with an op, smoked off from camera, doesn't shoot.
Oh, excellent trades, man. And shout out to Montu. The hard shots. Hard shots landed.
Back-to-back rounds with impossible kills, and he still pulls those off. And it felt like with them chasing Nertz down the river, it felt like they were going to feed Nikados those kills. But the one person who takes the fight ends up being Montu. 1 of 2. And Big will take 12.
Wow, after all this, it's been an absolute war, to be honest.
We've seen promise out of Heroic. We saw some cool T rounds on... It's another haphazard buy from Heroic.
4 MP9s.
Oh, it's nasty.
We're down to the basics.
But Big have also made some questionable moves. As the late night oil burns. Pressure remains on. Shush, smoke in hand, all he has, blinded, walks, and they start sprinting in on him. There's 2 SMGs in the pocket. They line up and die. Prosis almost continues that spray for his third. They get stuffed. They get stuck, and Kixan creeping through smoke.
No.
He's been tagged out, found out, and dealt with. Man advantage here for Big, a very real chance to close it. But Nikados and Nertz have hit hard. Particularly Nikados. His counterpart in Montu alive and kicking over towards the fountain. MP9 gets the best of it, falls on Tabson. A quiet third map, but an excellent series, and while blind, is still alive.
Wait, what?
Nikados, he eventually gets there, but he's standing in the open, looking the wrong way. I don't understand how he doesn't see him.
He's just scoped past it. Oh my God, had no idea he'd be on the pillar. And that flash, thank God, the efficacy was so high because Tabson, well, they needed him blind for every, because he was probably looking at it from his screen. Like, hey. Oh my God. All right, well, 1 more to go. Full strength by round 24.
Oh my God, the game that just keeps on going. Big and Heroic.
Option play on both sides. Everyone's been tested. People are stepping up right now. Crimbo, Montu, especially coming under fire.
Anybody can have a round right now.
Yes, and they need to.
And all you need is 1 big multi-frag for Big. And Heroic find themselves at the bottom of the barrel. No one said it was pretty. But a win's a win. And a chance to reset. Bridge under question. Rumblings of mid presence here. Currently understaffed. We've seen Kixan just kind of give it a side eye with a smoke in hand. He's going to do it again. Just kind of sat back, holding off. Not wanting to be the opening death. In a round where Heroic can't afford it.
They're leaving a lurk. I think the reclear is going to come out from camera. Maybe. I feel like they're not the type to sit and wait. So this could be Tabson kind of...
He's keeping him locked in.
Betting it all here. Oh, but Tabson, he gets his kill. He stops the Kixan. Oh no, Swig's right in front of Shush.
Yeah, didn't expect a second. Nikados has to turn towards long. There is a slow dark play from Crimbo, but Prosis falls first. Nikados scoped, gets himself a second. Here comes Crimbo late in the round, but OT as Heroic hold off the B hits.
Let's go. 40 minutes ago, so... But there's still time to go, and as you said, it's top-heavy because there's been a lot of output from Nikados, and that's arguably more important in the first place, so...
No opening death this time, no bridge player to give away. Nertz, oh man, he's hanging on. Oh! What?
What? Was that a flick up to the bridge? It must have been. Kixan plays there,
Yeah, okay. He must have seen him on the smoke.
That's gross.
I just saw the X-ray. It didn't register that maybe he saw a leg.
Montu's gaming.
You cannot be stepping into that crosshair scope right now.
Full Polish right now.
Or if you do step into it, you're not getting away to tell the tale. Anticipating a second, but they've got bridge control, so no CTs here to do anything. It's a comfortable 5v4 for Big at 40 seconds.
Careful with the late rounds, Big.
Yeah, we've seen things get a little
They can trip over
weird.
their own shoelaces. And Tesses, another chance because the split's coming towards him. This time they're actually going to use E-Box, which is a nice change of pace.
But they don't have Nikados here. Last time him on Pillar was essential to holding off this bomb site.
He'll be racing around. Yeah, no, that's why I'm saying Tesses.
He's running.
3 players to his choke point.
Sin's out. Down for the count. Here comes the dark push. Nerds feeling the pressure, but still doing a good job.
Good tethering.
Crimbo comes out. The Pillar's paying off here for the start. Crimbo, three. Out from dark to the Tech 9. No scope out of Shush. And Shush can clutch. You know it. With an op in hand. Montu in the back. Tabson stuck on site.
Does he get a timing on the smoke? He does.
Oh, a second. But now he's got to deal with Montu, who has been hitting gnarly shots. But Shush, one step better. All 3, and they keep this game tied.
One more gun he can use. And the clutch, you can see it from a mile away, but how? A vision of
the name stamped across it. Even late regulation, Montu, those op kills were so critical. 15 to secure double OT, 16 for the win. Would take a flawless T-side from Heroic if they want to end it now. Oof. Good nade timing. Hoping somebody comes and presses out through A, but doesn't look like it.
I think it is a good first step for Big to just not really fight them inside of middle. Heroic's A attack now starting to form. They have to jump out of dodge. That'll be an audible here for the CT side, and Montu up top. He's been so formidable.
Man, he's up front.
Could be a skewer
forward
right now.
First shot's good, gets into cover, misses the second. Wide swing from Crimbo, cuts down Nerds. He has fire put on his feet, but a good amount of utility here to just keep trying to hold off on the A play. His teammates are still so far gone, but he stayed alive and they've stalled out for a second. This has bought critical time for the teammates to come over. Tapson's now behind him, but they both go down. Headshots come through, and Sin from above is being watched. Oh, he at least gets him off the plant for the time being, but still Kixan can squeeze out along the smoke. Prosis given a golden opportunity as Tesses has hands busy. Nikados has cover secured.
Oh yeah, that's 14-14. They've only managed 1 of those last 3 rounds in the first half of OT, but now have tied up 2-2.
Anything's still possible. As it's been since we got into the second half of this map.
Yeah.
Couldn't separate these teams if we tried.
Yeah, we've seen the rounds that Heroic won on T-sides were these explosive ones. You know, 2 entries at once. Those rushes are what Big have to worry about.
Oh. Montu playing risky games.
But you know what? He's been really good on the hard shots, especially in the early round. I like him going for it. I think a criticism for me with Montu is not using his aim.
Sure, not doing enough.
Too passive. I think he's at the point of his career where he does need to take matters into his own hands. Important match or not, and maybe even more in the important matches. So it's been nice to watch what he's been doing recently here. And I think keep it up.
Talked about the explosive ones. Ooh, that was unnecessary sound. Just drop bomb outside of the site. CT's on high alert now. You know the bomb is there at 30 seconds. They lay down their utility. Straight op shots coming through. Prosis. It's a dangerous position, but one that is powerful. He will find nothing, but the damage is immense.
2 back, Shush.
CT's trying to press in. We've got the corner occupied. Sin's gonna drop. Tapson comes through. It's damage on Shush. It's time against them. 5 to spare. A USP, and as he taps away, he needs a new weapon. If he can deny plant, then all is good. Nikados gets it, but Montu's in the danger zone, and no scopes out from both sides. Time decides. Big to 15.
15, that means 1 away from ending this series. could have very easily been 2-0 for both teams.
Dude, I mean, even that last round, you run that back 10 times, it's 5 rounds each to both teams. I mean, what the hell was that?
Oh, wow, it's even faster this time.
Gonna catch him off, but Sin able to stay alive, and Process locks down one of the avenues, goes back, and now they've got him surely against the ropes. Pinned against the wall on the approach, dead as they tried to entry. Heroic tried their damnedest. Nikados, what is this?
Hold on.
Into the 1v2.
Yeah, he's got the bomb as well. There's no way. That's a skewer collat.
No way.
And if there's anybody to do it, Nikados, 29 frags, life of his team on the line.
We've praised pieces across the board for Big, but Nikados towers above everybody else in the server, and a collateral shot in a 1v4 to take him to this point. And you're not dealing with Montu's flicks on the other side. You're not dealing with Crimbo's carry. You've got the 2 newer players in the crosshairs.
You know they're scared. They've seen what Nikados can do all game.
Smoke's going to fade with very little time left over, and then Process has a choice. He can either stay committed to this corner and let Nikados get onto that bomb site where he could plant safe behind Pillar.
Oh my god, he
shoots.
shot.
Process
There's a chance
shoots.
for a plant on this side of the site.
No
and they're
way.
scared to swing on him. CT coming in late.
No. He's got you pinned against the wall. Process. Oh man, it's down. It's down and it's done. And Big hang on for dear life. What a series this ends up being. A bullet fired that felt like a disaster in the